Mike, did you watch any of the Super Bowl yesterday?
I did.
Tucker,
Missed it.
sorry to hear that.
It's about 7 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Did you watch the ads?
Most of them.
I watched probably about half of them. I admit to being distracted between
I saw 85%. I'd
trying
say.
to, set up, take down
Yeah.
dinner, and then, the just plethora of kids running around my house.
My
But
prediction for ads, by the way, that I don't think I made on this program, but spoke with Jim Polito about, was that they were going to be boringly safe. No pushing the edge, nothing along those lines. I don't think they were all that boring. I think there were some fairly entertaining ones. They were all very safe. Nobody wanted to offend anyone, especially Bud Light. But I don't know. How do you think if you were to describe the series of ads in one way or another, where would you go with it?
Tucker, I'll let you go first.
I would say not boring, but yeah, definitely on the safer side. And I think that it negatively impacted some ads, specifically Bud Light and Budweiser. I thought they were complete snooze fest commercials.
Yep.
Like the Bud Light Genies. Like, okay,
Yep.
my 5-year-old could have come up with that idea.
Maybe they did.
Wouldn't rule it out. It was really, really just a mess.
When we talk about, edginess, have Super Bowl ads historically been edgy?
Yeah,
I think they've had
ish.
underlying jokes
which
to them
ones?
sometimes.
I mean, people are like, these ads were boring. What ads were really exciting?
Well, no, I just looking back at history, like they've always kind of pushed it to that edge of being pretty adult humor, if you will. But now it's just like nobody wants to offend anybody, so
I think the closest we got to that was Aubrey Plaza saying, "Will you probe me already?"
right.
Like that type
Sure.
of joke, I guess, going on underneath the surface that kids aren't really picking up on, but are part of the commercial. And you're like, "Ooh, okay."
The Michael Cera one was like cream or something like that.
Right, yeah. I guess that's what I mean by previous year's commercials that are a little bit edgier that probably offended some people. I don't think there were many ads today that I could point to say, wow, somebody out there is going to be offended by this.
Well, what were your top ones? Or one?
I mean, the Christopher Walken one was really good.
Yes.
I do love people's Christopher Walken impressions, so yeah. The Doritos one with the two abuelas. I know people didn't love that one. It was one of the earlier ones, though, so I gave it a bit of a laugh. I didn't understand why everyone was obsessed with aliens during this Super Bowl.
I didn't either. Do you
There was 3 alien ones.
Right.
I was like, what?
Are there any alien movies coming out this year?
There was a trailer for A Quiet Place.
Quiet Place.
Day 1.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be because
that-
of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking back to, do you remember the summer where Armageddon and Deep Impact both came out in the same summer?
Yeah.
It's like, why are both studios making asteroid movies
and then
in the same year?
Apartments.com had an alien one.
Yeah. Several different alien commercials.
Which I didn't see because I have to change the channel because my 5-year-old was watching.
I
He
do
doesn't
en-
want bad dreams.
I do enjoy Ben Affleck making fun of himself in the Dunkin' commercial.
That was my favorite commercial.
Was it?
I
Yeah.
mean, I think Ben Affleck has become remarkably self-aware that
Yes.
his career has just been this,
he's making fun
really
of
high
himself.
peaks and really low lows.
Very,
and,
very, very
and
effective.
he understands where he is, I think,
And-
and I think that's very good.
And if that just had a Tom Brady cameo and that was it, it wouldn't have been as good. The thing that pushed it over the top was Matt Damon.
Matt Damon's delivery on every one of his lines was fantastic.
It's incredible, yeah. Dun Kings. Yes.
Just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that was my number one.
I was saying during the break that I genuinely did not enjoy the 3 or 4 Temu commercials that occurred.
Oh, yeah.
But gosh, I think they were effective.
So,
Right, like this one reminded me of the effectiveness of the QR code that just bounced around the screen. Was that for FTX or something like that a few years ago?
Yes.
Did you guys notice no crypto this year?
No crypto this year at all. But I found the Temu ad to be Temu is an online shopping place. It was the Shop Like a Billionaire commercial.
yeah, we
that
saw it
everyone
6 times. Which, how much money is that?
It's a lot of
like
lot of
$40 million.
investment.
Wow.
And again, hated it, but stuck with me.
Ooh,
Definitely stuck with me.
Temu.
Yep.
Not quite a commercial, but movie trailer-wise.
Twister, right?
As someone who's a huge fan of the original Twister movie with
Haven't seen it.
Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt,
Yeah.
the upcoming Twisters movie with it's Glenn Powell from Top Gun Maverick.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
The guy who plays.
I didn't see Top Gun Maverick
oh.
either. Gotta see that.
It's only been a couple years now.
Least favorite commercial, Tucker, you mentioned Bud Light, which I don't think was the worst commercial, but I think in terms of expectations for where Bud Light has been in terms of their successful advertising compared to this garbage, I think that the Bud Light Genie did not do terribly well.
That was brutal. The State Farm one with Arnold was just like, okay.
I just love Danny DeVito, so I like that one.
Yeah, but that paid off in the last second of the commercial.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was just the same joke for the entire 60 seconds.
I liked it. I liked that one.
Yeah, it was fine.
The Booking.com one was terrible with Tina Fey. That's another one.
Yeah, that didn't really hit.
They spent 10 minutes at a boardroom to come up with that one. They're like, okay, what's wrong with it?
It's what's really interesting, and
the messy one was okay.
So here's what's interesting to me is all the commercials that we're mentioning, aside from the Temu one, we're like, oh, so-and-so's in this one.
Yeah.
And it's as much a reflection on the celebrity as it is the brand. The brands are basically using the celebrity to carry the weight for them. Mm. And I find that to be incredibly lazy. I do. It's
to just hire insert celebrity.
Yeah, it's we've got,
especially when there's not much thought to it. I'll make an exception for Dunkin' because they have leaned into the Boston branding of Ben Affleck and so.
Oh, and Jennifer Lopez was in the commercial too.
Was.
I mean, you had 4 elite celebrities.
I mean, I don't even want to know what the budget was for that.
Yeah.
But what does Arnold and Danny DeVito have to do with State Farm?
Right.
But we talk about like the commercials that we remember from 20 years ago, and the Budweiser ones as an example. It was a bunch of no names sitting around saying "What's up" in funny voices.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of frogs and lizards saying Budweiser, and now it's we got to have this celebrity because this is the image that they put off, and we got to have this one because this is what we're trying to cultivate. Instead of, hey, what is your brand about?
That's the safety part that I'm talking about. The safe thing to do is hire a massive celebrity.
What was the most effective ad?
Temu.
Besides that, because I thought it was the Google Pixel one.
The Google Pixel one was a great ad.
Great ad.
The Google Pixel one was a great ad.
It was visually impaired technology.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic ad for your product.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft AI one was good.
I don't know if I saw that one.
Yeah, I missed it.
It was just saying the Copilot stuff, but I thought it was pretty decent with no celebrity.
But, I really want to see companies that are just like, no, here's the creative that we have. Here's our brand. Go and build it without getting some expensive celebrity to do the heavy lifting for you.